Question number C. Read the given process to measure area of a regular object using graph paper carefully. Identify the incorrect parts of the process. So students, here we have some points written related to how can we measure area by using graph paper, and there are few words or half of line are wrong, so we have to correct incorrect statement. Okay, so incorrect statements are underlined and correct statements are written in red color. Your answers means incorrect statements underlined and correct statements are written in red color. Okay, so we shall read one by one. Question number or point number first. Place the object on a graph paper and mark a line far away from its outline with a marker. So this part, mark a line far away from its outline, it is a wrong statement, and on the place of this statement you have to write mark its outline. So the correct statement will be place the object on a graph paper and mark its outline with a marker. Then next point, you will observe that the outline of the object encloses all complete square on the graph paper. So all complete square, this is the wrong statement. On the place of this statement, please write down some complete and some incomplete squares. So the final statement will be, you will observe that the outline of the object encloses some complete and some incomplete square on the graph paper. Third or next point, mark the complete squares with a tick and the square that are less than half covered within the outline with a cross. No, on the place of less, more than half covered with the outline with the cross. So mark the complete square with a tick and more than half covered with cross. Next, count the number of ticks and crosses marked squares and also count the square less than half. No, ignore. Also count, on the place of also count, write down ignore. Count the number of ticks and crosses marked squares and ignore the squares that are less than half. And the last one, now divide. So underline means you have tried on the place of divide, multiply. Now multiply the sum of all marked squares by the area of each square to get an approximate area of the object. So all the underlined statement are incorrect. We have to replace these statement with the correct statement that are written in red color. So this is the answer of question number C. Question number E. Make the following conversions. First, 150 centimeter is equal to 1.5 meter. So the question is written in red color and answers are written in blue coloring. Okay, so dash is equal to 1.5 meter, dash is equal to dam. Dam means decameter. So here we can answer will be 150 centimeter and 15 decameter. So students, first of all we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Okay, so 1.5 meter is equal to 1.5 into 100, you will get 150 centimeter. 1.5 into 100, 150 centimeter. And here we know that 1 meter is equal to 10 dam. Dam is decameter. 1 meter is equal to 10 decameter. So 1.5 into 10 is equal to 15. 1.5 is into 10 is equal to 15. Okay, here you can see 15 meter. So the answer number first is 150 and then 15. Please fill all the answers. Okay, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1.5 meter into 100, 150, and 1.5 into 10. 1.5 into 10 is equal to 15. So this is the answer of the first question. Here question number second, 2 dm is equal to dash mm. Dm means decimeter. Now in this case 2 dm is equal to 200 mm. So 1 decimeter is equal to 0.1 meter. 1 meter is equal to, we know that 1 meter is equal to 1000 mm. So 2 decimeter is equal to 2 into 0.1, 0.2 meter. So 0.2 into 1000 is equal to 200 mm. This is the answer number second. Okay. Next, third one. 3 feet is equal to dash inches. We know that 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. Then 3 feet is equal to 3 into 12, 36 inches. 1 foot is equal to 12 inch and 3 feet is equal to 12 into 3, 36 inches. Okay, so this is the answer number next. Okay, now question number 4. 4.2 kilometer is equal to 4.2 kilometer is equal to dash meter. So 4.2 kilometer is equal to 4200 meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 4.2 into 1000. Okay, you will get 4200 meter. 4.2 kilometer is equal to 4200 meters. So this is answer number next. 1 is equal to 907.18 gram. This can be also can be written as a pound. So 2 pound is equal to 907.18 gram. 1 IP or pound is equal to 453.59 gram. You can write this. 1 is equal to 453.59 gram. So we have to find 2 pound is equal to, so 2 pound is equal to 453.59 into 2. You will get 907.18 gram. So 1 pound is equal to 453.59 gram and 453 into 59, because we have to find 2 pound is equal to, so it will be 907.18. Okay, so this is the answer number 5th. Question number 6. 4 gram is equal to dash mg. So 1 gram is equal to 1000 mg, means 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. 4 gram is equal to 4000 milligram. So answer will be 4000. Okay, here we can write 4000 milligram. Next, dash quintal is equal to 200 kg. Dash quintal is equal to 200 kg. So 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg. 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg. 2 quintal is equal to 200 kg. Simple. Next, question number 8. 3.5 hectare is equal to dash meter square. We know that one thing, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. So 3.5 into 10,000. 3.5 into 10,000, you will get 35,000 meter square. All the things are written here. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. So 3.5 hectare is equal to 3.5 into 10,000, 35,000 meter square. Next, 4 minute is equal to second. 1 minute is equal to 60 second. So 4 minute is equal to 4 into 60. You will get 240 second. Next, five hour is equal to minute. 5 hour is equal to minute. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 5 hour is equal to 5 into 60. 5 into 60, you will get 300 minutes. So answer will be 300 minutes. Next, question number 11, sorry. 102 in degree Celsius. Dash is equal to 375 Kelvin. We have to convert 375 Kelvin in degree Celsius. So by using this formula, we can convert Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. So here value of Kelvin is already given, 375 is equal to C plus 273. Degree Celsius is equal to 375 minus 273. Already all the things are given here. 375 minus 273, you will get 102. So answer will be 102 degrees Celsius. Now this is the last question. We have to convert 200 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit and Kelvin. First of all, you should know the formula to convert degree in Fahrenheit to or degree Celsius to Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 C, means 9 by 5 into C plus 32. This is the formula. Okay, so here you can see 9 by 5 degree Celsius plus 32. Now 9 by 5 multiplied by 200 plus 32. So 5 cancel with 200, 40 into 9, 360 plus 32, 392. So answer will be 392. And then 200 degrees Celsius in Kelvin. If we have to convert 200 degrees Celsius in Kelvin, then just add 273. You will get 473 Kelvin. So this is all about the conversion of degree Celsius to Kelvin of question number 12. So students, this is a little bit difficult topic, so please practice it by yourself, then you can easily learn about this topic. From question number 1 to 12, just try to solve one by one by yourself, then definitely you will learn about this. Okay.